back
How are you? Are you guys? Have you guys been good?
to season 2.
Yes.
We're gonna do the intro.
Ready?
So welcome back,
2
season 2,
of
brotherly
advice.
advice.
Mm.
Period. That feels nice to say again.
I haven't said that in a
It's
while.
been a minute,
It
guys.
has been a minute, brother.
Been a quick segundo.
Not even a segundo. It's been a whole month, like a whole 6
2
months.
months.
Ugh.
Yeah, as you can tell,
Didn't know.
we have a
Didn't.
budget. We got a budget. We got a nice couch, some nice pillows. We're no longer sitting on the floor. Excuse you,
In my room.
in your room. Now we're in my room with the couch and little background, some lights.
I hope you guys enjoy. If we need to add anything else other than la
Feel-
virgencita,
Feel free to send.
la Lupana, la Lupana, la Lupana.
In my moon.
We have her here acompañándolas,
Yes.
so that way we have always good luck.
It's a little reminder
It's always a little
to watch
reminder.
our words.
Yes, even though we're probably gonna be cursing in here.
You should be like,
and
don't listen.
I'm like,
it's okay. Anyways,
brother.
so glad to be back. Feels exciting.
Yes, I feel happy. I feel content.
Yes, very
Yes.
happy. Like, kind of proud of what this came out to.
I know. I kind of like it too. It's like I know it's a vibe. It's just a little vibe that I love.
Mm-hmm.
I love. We can spill our hearts here now.
You can definitely feel it.
And we probably have a room for a guest other than la virgencita.
Yeah, she can.
She can be the she can be
Move out of the way.
Yeah, she can move out of the way for a day. But
anyways, so tell the people what you've been up to, brother.
guys, I've just been, I don't know. I've been up to quite a lot and quite nothing at the same time. I've been keeping busy. I've been school, work, track, trying to get those things done, trying to get them out of the way. And then with the days that I do get to enjoy myself, aka where I just don't do nothing, which is very rare. Very rare. Very rare.
So rare.
Huh?
So rare.
Like this eclipse that happened, guys. Did y'all see the eclipse? It was eclipsing. That's what I'm gonna say. But like days like those, I actually got to enjoy myself and just sleep, because I feel like I'm always tired, so I just sleep whenever I get the chance, and that's what I do on my free time. I don't scroll on TikTok. I don't be texting.
He does sleep.
I don't be texting boys. I don't be texting no one. I'm just like, good night. Good night. And I kid you not, I would literally sleep probably from like 5 to or 8 or 9. I would wake up, do a little bit of homework. If I wouldn't finish it, I would do it in the morning. I wouldn't give a shit, honestly. And I would go take a shower and then go back to bed.
He would. He does. I'm like, how are you not? Like, how are you so tired after sleeping 3 hours? And that was his nap.
It was my nap.
He's like, I'm gonna go take a nap. And I'm like,
It-
that's not a
and
nap.
it would always be after I would eat.
For real. I mean, how are you not chunky? I literally can't eat and then go to sleep because I feel like I get fat.
I'm just that iconic, guys.
My body does
You
more.
see this? You see this iconic scene? Oh, turn that off. Turn that off.
Silence in the set, please.
Silence in the
Make
set.
sure your phones are on Do Not Disturb.
Yes.
Anyways.
Wait, can we take a break?
No. Why? Where are you going? What are you doing? Oh my god. Anyways, guys. Well, while he comes back, during my little break, we kind of like had some situations happen, and
That's what this talk is about.
I moved back home. I'm back at my mom's for a bit. Just because rent was getting extremely stupid. I was not gonna pay $900 for a 1-bedroom apartment.
You tell them about the inflation, brother. You tell them.
1-bedroom apartment.
You tell them, yeah.
In the middle of a small ass town. This is not a city, so why are you charging city prices? Anyways, but so I'm back. I felt a little bit sad at the beginning. I was just like, damn, I have to move back, I guess I kind of got used to doing my own thing, even though I wouldn't really do much. But like, I was just be like, damn it, like I'm back home, But at the same time, I'm glad to be back home.
Did you miss me?
I missed the energy, like having the noise that you guys make, having people coming in and out, kind of that situation.
I enjoyed myself. You not being here,
bruh. Thanks, appreciate it.
You're welcome. I have to be brutally
Oh
honest.
yeah, brutally.
Brutally honest. My advice to you is, as a brotherly advice, to go back out into the real life
I
world,
want to,
brother.
brother. Trust me. I don't want to be stuck
That's my
here.
advice to you.
Even though we moved all my furniture
Quite
and
literally,
literally every single little
literally,
thing that I had, it
it
was
was
so much.
it was annoying. And all your
Anyways,
freaking clothes,
I have so much
so
clothes,
much.
so much clothes. Like
You're
it's
so annoying.
crazy.
You're so annoying for that.
I took up all a big closet, and then I still have some clothes lingering around. Like it's little piles here and there. But anyways, and then besides that, I mostly worked. I have same routine as usual, just go to work. But this time around, we were in some, I guess you can call them situationships.
Don't
Brotherly advice of the day, of the
don't
week, actually.
even get me started here.
Brotherly advice of the week: don't date your coworkers.
Or just
That
don't
is
date
my
at all.
brotherly advice.
Don't date at
I
all.
guess his
If you're
is
gonna
do not date at all.
don't date at all. You know what? Let me tell you what. Let me go first. Let me do the honors and starting
I
off
guess
this
sure, why not?
podcast by ranting about men
Mm.
that we all hate them.
What are you looking at
And
me for?
okay, so this all started. Let's say, well, I'm gonna state this, the facts. I'm gonna state the facts. Um, she knows too, but
She saw it.
she saw it. She was sitting front row. But what's it called? So I met this guy. It was during December, and I was just like, he's so cute. Like we made eye contact and everything. And I was like, wow, like he's such a dreamer, like I was like, oh. And then we swapped numbers, and he came up to me first, and then he was like, "Can I have your number?" I was just like, "No," but like as a joke. But then I was just like, "I guess I'll give you my
Mm.
number." Not a lot of people ask for it, I guess. And then I gave him my number. We swapped numbers. We were talking for a good solid. Let's see, it was from the new like it was like before the new year. New Year happened, and I was talking to him. Um, and then January, and then kind of like into like mid January ish. It was like when we had, well, I had problems. Well, he did. No, he did. It was he like
He was the problem.
he was the problem, mama. He was just like, oh, I just want to focus on my career right now, and this que el otro. I just really don't feel like being in a relationship, and I was just like, I understand, I get it. Like we all like he was driven, and and like that I was just like I respect that drive that he has. I respect it because I feel like I'm the same way, you know. And so like I respected it, and then so like I gave him his space like to for him to focus on his career, and then he was just, and then like he would text me. He's like, "Why are you leaving me undelivered? Why are you being so dry? Why are you being so this?" And I was just like, "Homeboy, didn't you just say like you needed like not well, I understood it as he needed space to focus on his career because I was being a distraction. So I would less FaceTime him. I wouldn't text him a lot. I would just be kind of dry so he can focus on that because I don't want no one to be blaming me for someone's like career. No, no, that's not fine. And it's like, and I was just like, oh, okay, like, it's like, what do you want then? And then he was just like, I just don't want nothing serious right now. I was just like, but I want something serious. Like if I'm gonna put a label to it, it's gonna be something serious. It's not. I'm not gonna be like, I'm not gonna be just fucking you for just for fun. I'm like, I don't do that. I do not do that. I hate the hookup culture. I hate that type of vibe and like just like hit it and quit it and buy. No, I don't do that. No, like I feel like I have to be like into it, like heart here to give the heart out there, you know? And then and then he was just like, "Oh, I understand and this and this and that." So we kept on talking, right? We kept on talking. February, and then like a couple weeks later, he was just like, again, like my career, and that I got fed up. I got fed up. I was just like, okay, and then so like I just removed him, and he would try to text me, and I was just like, I'm not answering you. Like you go be driven at your career. You're not like I'm not gonna be texting you. And then I guess he got the memo, so he wouldn't text me at all. And then February, March, and April, I think it was April. It was like in the last of March or in the beginning of April. He texted me. He's like, "Hi, Arain," and I was just like, "What do you want?"
I mean, like,
What do you want?
Hello.
And then like we started talking again, and I would say I kind of miss his presence because like when you get attached to someone, like you just want to talk to them constantly, like
Mhm.
because I kind of get attached a little bit too quickly, which is kind of a problem. And we were just chatting, eso que lo otro, and then not that long ago he went out with his friends. He went out with his friends, right? Out to Michigan to have fun. I don't know why he went to Michigan, just like I guess like to relax. I don't know. I really didn't ask him a bunch of questions about it, but the point is he went to Michigan. He had his little fun, and like throughout the weekend he would text me. He's like, I'm drunk, like, or I'm this, and then like, oh my god, like I can barely walk, like things like that, and it just give me the ick. And I was like, oh okay, just be safe. Like I would respond like, oh just be safe, this que lo otro, and I'll be dry. And then Sunday rolls around when he came home, and then we talked about his weekend. And then like he went more into depth on what happened. He was just like, "Oh, I was like so drunk, like my friends literally had like had to be in the bathroom with me while I took a shower, and they had to take off my clothes because I couldn't do it." Like, I'm like, "You're so in my fucking mature in order to drink that to that level where you can't." Like he was bragging about it, and like that kind of give. I was like, like
Yeah.
like it was
Big ick.
yeah, it was
Big ick.
disgusting. I was just like, "That's not cute." Like if I'm gonna talk to someone or date someone, like they have to be mature. They have to be to my mature level. I'm not gonna be like, that's hot. Like, no, that is not cute at all. Like, I do not understand the point of drinking at all. I'm just like, yes, like you feel cool and whatnot, but like, dude, it's not
It's
like.
literally just for the moment, and then for the
And
next
if you
through
get
2 days, you feel like shit.
and if you get booty tickled by me saying this, you have a problem to fix, ma'am, or whoever this is booty tickling to. But and then so just slowly, I was not even slowly. Like the next day, he was like, "Good morning, beautiful. How are you?" I'm just like, "Oh, I'm okay." Like he would text me that early in the morning, and I responded like until noon, or like when I would get on my shift. Cause I'm just like I'm not gonna be texting you like that's the reason that like why we kind of like separated and went our own ways because you were trying to be so focused at school and try to be someone in life actually, and that he did the complete opposite. He literally did the complete opposite. And I'm just like, so what? So what are you trying to get at? Like what are you trying to do? Where is me and you relationship? Where is it gonna take? And that's the thing that I was just like, okay, this is a red flag. Like I need to get out. Like I'm not gonna do this. And he hasn't texted since. Well, he has texted since, but like I just been putting it off.
He said, "Get the memo, please."
Yeah, today I was at a meet and then he texted me about like oh attract me and it was like a funny video. I was like oh lol.
Dude, oh my gosh. Well, funny thing is, I kind of had a similar situation erupt.
I just hate men, guys. I hate
I
men.
mean, mine was with the female, but this time around. But let's see. I think it started right around the same time that your situationship started, which is funny.
Wow,
But
we're just that girl. We're in sync.
we just are, our brotherly bond takes us. It reaches many levels. Anyways, so that's so I meet this girl. First thing that happens, obviously, like we go out to the movies, but just as friends. Like at first, I was like, oh, okay, this is kind of fun. I like meeting new people. I like to get to know people and see where friendships go. I Let me start off by saying this: like, I am not in a rush. I am not in a desperate need to be in a relationship. I don't really
Take
want
notes.
that. Okay, so let's get that in your head first. That me myself, was very clear. I'm not looking for a relationship. Like if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not here to push an agenda. I'm not here to push anything on anybody.
An agenda, mama.
So Um, obviously we go to the movies, have a good time. She comes over to the apartment first time, which we watched another movie. Like that's all that
Was it
happened.
Netflix and
No, it
chill?
was no Netflixing. We were Netflixing the whole entire time.
Just
Just
Netflix.
Netflix,
No
nothing else.
premium.
No premium,
Aw,
no Prime,
no
no
Prime.
Amazon Prime.
No Amazon Prime. Okay.
And so we're slowly getting to know each other, stuff like that. After month three, like this is probably like let's say we met in November, December, in like January. things kick off. Like we had relations, and that kind of I was like it kind of like murked the waters a little bit. I did like the person, like I did like her for what she was showing me at the
What was
time.
she showing you?
Well, like she was being super friendly, and like
You like that friendliness?
I like that she texted in like early in the morning too, like, "Hi, good morning, this and that." She would also kind of be like, "Did you eat today? Like, have you
That's what
ate?"
she would do too. It was
Like,
so sweet. I
and
love
if
when
I
they do
said,
that.
"Oh no, I haven't had time,"
She's like, you need to eat
no,
soon.
literally, she would be like, she would go buy us like lunch or something,
Aww.
and I would do the same. Like, it was like
It was me.
obviously I didn't want to be like, "Oh, munching off of the person," because I feel would feel bad. But so that happened, uh, and I like that fact that somebody actually I felt like she cared at least at the
Do
time.
you want me to go buy you lunch too, brother?
That'd be nice sometime.
No, that's just expensive.
Not that expensive. I literally just one pizza.
One pizza
That's
now
12
goes twelve
bucks.
dollars.
Exactly for two. That's $6 each.
But we won't get full all.
Mm,
I can munch on a whole large pizza.
me too. But mine's the thin crust.
No, mine's a thick crust.
Anyways, continuing on. Um, so that happens. Our the first
I know
red
this all. I know this.
flag.
I know all this
The
information.
first red
Alright.
flag that kind of like poked its way through. Uh, it waved in the air a little bit.
It waved in your face and you just ignored it.
A little bit, yes.
A
There was
little bit.
moments in time where, when she was with her friends, she would act kind of childish,
hmm
and it kind of like I was like, I don't like
You're like,
that.
oh, maybe like that's how they like. You were like, oh, it's just gonna rub off
Yeah,
soon.
like it's gonna come off soon. Maybe when she's not with her friends, stuff like that.
Maybe.
So I try to make up excuses for her, or try to like
Never make up excuses for them.
turn.
Guys, if you're ever listening to this, don't ever make excuses for the significant other. If they fuck up, they fuck up.
Okay,
And
can
like,
can I continue?
no, I'm giving them the brotherly
Hold on, that's
advice.
at the end.
No, they need to hear
This is
it
after the
now.
stories.
Now.
Okay. Anyways, continuing. So I obviously I'm a mature person that likes to be
Sometimes.
forward to it. So I was like, hey, like I think there is a certain level of maturity that you could reach before anything else, before this proceeds to anything more serious. Because at the time we're just getting to know each other. This is how I function. Okay, this is just because we're talking does not mean that I am 100% in it. Okay, like I'm also not saying I'm cheating or not. It's not considered cheating because we're not together. I'm also not having. I don't have a wandering eye. I'm just saying I'm not in a rush to be in a relationship. So I am gonna take things slow. I am gonna like pace myself and see where things lead. And by the when I tell you certain things that maybe rubbed me the wrong way, it's not that I want you to fix them. Just like I want you to keep them in the back of your mind. Like, okay, well, this is what he finds troubling. Maybe I can work on it or stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one of the red flags. Second, I don't tend to broadcast my relationships, situationships, hookups. I don't broadcast it to the whole ecosystem around me. I keep things very like, especially when that kind of stuff. I keep it very very private. Like it's me, myself, and I. Like the only
God
me,
knows, yeah.
only
And your brother.
obviously, and you, but because obviously I had to tell him everything. But apparently everybody at work knew because she went ahead and told all of her friends, which all of her friends happened to be working at work. Which I'm
Chismosas.
just kind of like, okay,
Catching
that's
this.
great.
Catch
That's
up.
that's not what I was trying to do, but all right. So I bring it up as well. I was like, hey, I don't like the fact that you tell your friends everything. She took that so to like offense, and
Up her ass.
I'm pretty sure her friends know that I don't like that they know. But come on, like, why would you put your 2 cents in where nobody asked? I mean, maybe she might have asked you, but I didn't ask you to put her 2 cents in.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all. It's just like it got murkier and murkier as we proceeded, and after like I would bring up a problem, and she would get but hurt, and they would probably know about it and stuff like that. So now after this has all kind of happened and you know crossed the bridge, I have found out certain things where I was like, damn, you knew about that, and they're like, yeah, we all knew. Yeah, we all knew that you said this. Yeah, we all
I
knew that. I was
love
just like
that.
I was
I love
flabbergasted
that for you.
to the fact that
They're your fans.
I mean
They're your fans.
it's just like it broke the trust. So once I found out that all her friends knew about our stuff, which I thought it was private, which I thought I considered it's my personal life. Like, why would anybody else be in it?
Yeah.
Um, that kind of just I kind of backed up a little bit. I was like, hold on, this is not going. This is not where I wanted it to be.
To be.
You know. So I started slowly backtracking a little bit. And then like it was just like one sign after the other. She blamed me for getting drunk. She
That's like
chose.
so.
She chose to go get
Wait,
intoxicated
what
with
if
her
my talking
friends
sage was doing that exact same thing?
and blaming you.
No, I'm just saying.
She clearly told me it was my fault that she chose
She
to get
literally
drunk.
told you that. She was
It
like,
was
"It's
so
your
bad.
fault.
It was so bad, dude. It was so bad. She even called me
It was your
and
fault
I
that you put the ball down her
I was
throat,
like,
and that she. That's why
yeah.
That's how it was your fault.
She literally said it was my fault,
What up?
and I was like, what? Like, hold on. And then I was like, no, that's something that you did on your own. And then well, she's like, well, you made me upset, blah 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 blah. And this happened for Valentine's Day.
You made her upset on Valentine's
On
Day.
Valentine's Day, okay. I This was my plan, and like, yeah, everybody at work knows this. But apparently, somebody had told her that I was planning on doing a big gift for Valentine's Day
For her.
for her,
Yeah.
which I was like, I barely know you. Second, I don't tend to give
So,
gifts.
was she disappointed in what you gave her?
So listen, I didn't get her a Valentine's gift because I got so busy with work throughout that whole week.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, well, we'll just hang out, have a movie night that weekend to make up for Valentine's Day. I was like, we'll have a little date, like our first official date. I was gonna call it a date. I was like, okay, we can have like our first official date that weekend. I can literally go. We can go out to Indy. I'll pay for dinner, movie.
Wow.
Maybe if she wants to do a little
Not
shopping, we
even
can.
with me.
Listen,
And I thought I was the first
Um.
one.
Anyways, but her friends told her that I was planning a big gift on Valentine's Day. So on Valentine's Day, I don't say anything. I don't bring it up. I don't bring up the fact that it's Valentine's Day because I hate Valentine's Day. I don't have the best record
I love
with
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's Day, and so I don't really say much. I just stay
Fucking
quiet
Grinch.
for Valentine's Day. Yes. Um. So I stayed quiet for Valentine's Day. Apparently, that upsetted her that I didn't get her anything. So she proceeded to go get drunk with her friends, and then she proceeded to call me that same night to be like, "Can you come over? I'm so drunk right now, I can't even handle it." And
Oh
I'm like,
my
I was like,
god.
"Oh wow, dude!" Like, I was like, so I walk in,
Ugh!
and they're like all over the floor. Her friends puking.
Oh my
Like,
god, you told me about this. Yeah.
I was just like, "Oh my gosh, this is
A
bad."
hot mess.
Yeah, and then she like after doing some weird shit, she proceeds to go outside. So I follow her so she doesn't like
Get ran over by
get
a
ran
car.
over or get lost. And she just like sits there and she's like, "Do you really like me? Do you really? What are your feelings?" And I was like, "I'm not having this conversation right now. You're like not in the right mind. You're not in the right mindset. Why would I have this conversation with you right now?" So I was like, "You know what? If you want, go back inside." I was like, "Go make sure your friend's okay. I'm gonna go home." And that even upset her even more apparently. So I was just like, "I'm not having it. Like, we're not a thing. We're not official." That was if she wanted to be official, she should have had a conversation about it because later on, like 2 weeks after that, she found out I was still on dating apps, like all the
What
dating
kind
apps.
of dating apps?
I can't give them the promo. I
Mhm.
can't give them promo. Everybody knows the dating apps.
What
Um,
kind though?
but in my perspective, we weren't anything official. Like it wasn't.
It was just like,
I was
oh,
getting to
like,
know you.
yeah,
You're
just
getting to know
talking.
me. Because
Yeah.
what if you don't like? What if I didn't like the way you chew, or what if I didn't like the way you drink your water?
You're such an asshole.
I mean, it's true. Like that. That's what dating is. Pick and choose. Like you get to know the person. And be like, well, can I live with this? Can I actually
Yeah.
deal with this? So like that's what it is. That's what dating is. And, I mean,
That's at the end of the day, yeah, that's what it is. And it like I don't know, it just makes you like does it just make you cringe whenever like they like not cringe, but maybe just like going back to the ick, like it gives you an ick where like they're just like, oh, we're talking about basically dating.
yeah. And I feel like that's what she told her friends that we were dating, like we were something, like
Really? Just like that?
just like from hearing them talk. Just but when I would hear certain conversations, that's the vibe I got, and I was like, wait, hold on. I was like, we're nothing official. She confronted me about the dating apps, and I was very honest. I was like,
You're
listen,
like, yeah, I
like
am.
yeah, I was like, yeah, I am. I
So
mean,
what? What are you
like
gonna do about it?
I right now I'm getting to know who you are because I don't even know you really. Um, if you want something serious, just let's have that conversation. But
Mm-hmm.
this is not the way to do it. So I don't know if she got over it or not. We moved on. 2 more weeks passed by, and it was just like one issue after the other. But the one thing that was like always consistent was her friends were involved. Oh, so and so said that you said this, so that hurt me. So and so said this, and I'm just like, hold on. I was like,
She's making me
why are they
twitch.
getting involved?
Yeah.
I mean, I get it. She might have a main core group of friends. Congratulations for having that, because I personally, even at my 25 years of age, I don't have a core friend group. Like you're it. You're the closest thing, and then the next person after you would be Maria, my cousin Maria.
Yeah.
But that's it. That's the only two people I really genuinely like tell most of my business to. So I was just like, okay, so I chose to end it like not that long ago.
But like also a brotherly advice to you guys is like if you have those type of friends that were just like you feel that they give you like negative shit for everything and anything because like you can never trust like I know it's good to have a friend core group but like to an extent because like when you have a friend core group like you feel like connected like oh like like humans are supposed to communicate with each other and like this and this and that right but like also there's some really fake ass people out there that can like jeopardize you
Exactly. It's
like
like
so
they so
bad.
call your friends, but remember, keep your enemies closer than your friends.
Yeah, like and yes, that, but like also like maybe what if like one of their friends wanted you, like because like girls can be like that. They can be selfish, especially when it comes down to a man. They can be so dirty and like so nasty with it, and like throwing shade everywhere that until like they create a problem and they get to so, like they got to her head and that created the problem.
Yeah, exactly. So that's why I was just like, listen, if I was to be serious, I'm dating you. I'm not dating your friends.
Yeah,
So I literally just kind of like after that whole all this stuff happened this last issue we had, I apparently had said something that hurt her feelings, which I don't want to be like unsincere and
but if
I
you were saying the
wasn't
truth,
trying to be hurtful. I have an idea of what it could have been because one of her
what did you
friends.
say?
Okay, it was early in the morning, and one of her
Get some
friends.
good cheese, man. Y'all better get some popcorn or something.
Yeah,
Just
get a little snack,
let's get sit
get a drink, get a
down.
snack.
Let's sit
It's gonna be a
down.
little bit of a long story, but I think it was an early Sunday, and it was after Easter. I remember this, and like I got very involved in the Easter, like
Spirit.
spirit, going through Lent and all that stuff, reconnecting with God and Jesus.
I'm so proud of you
Which
for
I'm
that,
not,
though.
I get it. Religion is a little touch and go for some people. So, but this is my experience. So this is I connected with Jesus a little bit more in depth. I went to church, religiously throughout the Lent season, which I know is kind of like, well, you should be going every Sunday, but sometimes I work, sometimes I don't, so it just really depends. But that Easter, God works in great ways. I'm telling
Yeah,
you, because that Easter season, every Sunday I was off. Like I was off, and like if there was an event at church, I was off. I was either off early or in time to be able to be at that
church
event,
mass.
or I didn't work that day. So it was. I think it was
Church.
God calling me, or just paving the way for me to like get closer to Him, and I did. And it put me into thought that I really need to get my shit together a little bit more.
Be more nicer.
Be more nicer,
Be
obviously.
more caring.
Um, and just like see what I really, really needed in life and what I needed at that moment.
Do you feel fulfilled right now?
A little bit. That's why I'm telling you. When I moved back home, I kind of felt sad, but at the same time, I'm like, okay, you're calling me back home because something's coming or
That's
something
so
could
funny.
have happened to me.
That's so
Something could have
scared.
happened to me that it could have.
I get
I wouldn't be
scared
here right now. But
whenever, whenever, like, cause I know God works in different ways, and that scares me because I'm just like, you came home for a reason,
yeah,
and I don't know what that reason is,
I don't know either.
and
But
like I'm trying to
we will
mentally
find
prepare
out.
myself just in case one day, if it's probably gonna be me, if it's gonna be you, maybe it's like it could be it could be your sister, it could be your mom, it could be me, it could be you. That falls
Short.
dead, you
Yeah.
know? Like,
Yeah.
and I don't know like why he brought you here, but I'm just like it's for a reason.
Hmm.
And like it's kind of scary and it gets me sad. And like recent and like today, I was like kind of like I wasn't like I was never I wasn't sad, but I was just like more in like my deeper thoughts. But like before I ran my race, I was just like tomorrow's my mom's birthday. I'm like she's another year older. I'm another year older. I'm just like, and like she's doing this shit by herself, you know. And I'm just like, I pay lots of respects to my mom. Mami, si estás viendo esto, te quiero mucho. But
Ay, qué bonito.
but like I'm just like it like I don't want to be like she's 1 year closer to death, but like she is, you know, and she's doing it by herself. Y se está acabando más pronto mi mami. I'm just like, don't leave
Well, how
me.
do you think I feel like
Like
seeing? I grew up with her.
I'm just
I
like
grew up with her.
I'm like I'm not ready for her to leave.
She had me when she was
Oh, and I'm starting to cry now because
21.
I'm
Dude,
just like
you're thinking way too ahead. Calm down. Your mom's gonna be here for a lot longer.
she's gonna be here until the day
She's
I
gonna be
die.
old.
She is
She's gonna
gonna.
be really, really tiny and wrinkled. Okay,
I'm telling
so
you, that
don't
woman
worry.
is gonna bury me.
No, I don't think so.
I've been telling her since day one. I'm just like, the moment that I knew what death was, I'm like, she is gonna be burying me, and that's how the story ends.
Oh, anyways, so reverting back to my story.
Running
Sorry,
back, sorry.
little side story. Um, so that weekend after church, after that Easter, my one of her friends, we were having a conversation, and then she goes, "Oh wow, like why all of a sudden do you wanna go to church a lot?"
Oh, you told me about
And
this.
I was just like, "Oh, I don't know, maybe I might become a priest or
Why are you
not."
yelling? You're like literally
Oh, sorry.
yelling.
Well, this is what I said. I was like, "Oh well, I don't know, I might become a priest. You never know."
I'm gonna
Because
put
at
it.
this
I'm gonna
point, I
speak to
haven't.
some
I was like,
dude.
at this point, I haven't found anybody. So like,
Maybe.
and like in that moment, she walks in, and her friend goes, "Did you hear him? He might become a priest because he can't find anybody." And then she kind of looked at me, and I just laughed, but I said it as a joke. I didn't mean it to be like rude or
What a
anything.
scandalous bitch you are.
So I feel
She did that on
so maybe I'm
purpose.
trying to think that's what like what hurt her feelings, but I meant it as a joke. Like I genuinely didn't meant it as a joke. I wasn't being
But
serious.
honestly, I would be butthurt too.
But we're not like brother. If you're not dating them, if you're nothing
I
official,
know, but like I like if like sometimes you have to put yourself in that shoes. I'm just like
trust me. I
if you were a little bit delulu like she is right now, like would you be hurt?
I mean, yeah, but
Exactly.
if you're into that delusion, but if I'm being brutally honest with you, saying, hey, I'm trying to get to know who you are before I decide, because first off, I have commitment issues. Second of all,
He does.
abandonment issues is also another thing that I have. So let's see where these two can easily be hidden away, kind of situation. Um, because
You're like toxic.
a little bit because I don't like putting labels onto something because labels this is gonna
They
sound
scare
so
you. They scare you.
no, they don't scare me.
Boo.
I sound such like a man.
Boo.
Um Putting a label on something, especially in a like if it goes from getting to know you to like I'm dating you, you're my girlfriend or you're my boyfriend, that comes with certain expectations. I think it comes with certain expectations. Or I mean, unconsciously, people put expectations onto their boyfriends,
They do.
onto their girlfriends,
I did.
onto and
I
like
did with my first boyfriend. I did, and
exactly. Because why? Because he's your boyfriend. But you're like,
but guess
but
what?
did your boyfriend know set expectations?
I told him.
Okay, well at least I mean, if some people
I'm
don't
like,
tell certain
I don't want you to do
expectations.
this. I don't want you to do that, and
So,
we bumped
so
heads.
listen. So my train of thought was, so I'm already having issues with her
What if
being
I'm the problem?
mature enough. Probably you are, brother. You are a problem. We come from the same bloodline. Remember
We
that.
do, we do.
So like you know, you gotta see my point of view. Like I'm already having issues with maturity because she's not wasn't mature enough, or I didn't feel like she was maturing at a certain point. She likes to defend herself and say that, oh, I pay bills and I did this for my family and I do this. Okay, you're financially responsible, but that does not mean you're mature at all. Okay, that does not guarantee it at all. Second, I was trying to get her to understand that putting a label on something, my expectations are high. My expectations are like, well, pretty up there. Um, so like I'm like, you can't. be dressing the way you dress. The alcohol shit over. Going out to parties, that's kind of over. I don't go out to parties. I don't like going out. Like I would rather stay home, watch movies, or
Mhm.
cook dinner. Kind of like
Mhm.
situation. So I didn't feel like she was ready for that kind of level.
Mhm.
Um, and then she herself had expectations for me, so that's kind of like give or take.
But also, it was kind of like just communication that she wasn't ready to communicate. Cause like I know, like by my previous relationship, like he would not communicate at all, like at all, and like they don't like communicating, and they rather communicate through text.
Yeah,
I'm just like,
and I
just
will
tell it to my fucking face.
yeah, and I will admit she is on the younger side. Obviously, she's old enough. She was gonna be 20, so like, but I am 25. That's like a 5 year difference. So that does like I also made that face. I was just
You're a
like,
Kruger. Wait, are you a Kruger?
no, that's a female.
But like still, like you're a cougar, like you like yourself younger kid. No, younger people. So like,
That's not a cougar
then
though.
what is a then what's the other one?
I know what you're talking about. I can't think of it right
Guys,
now.
can you please comment down
Yeah,
below
comment down what
what
what the name
what
is.
the word is? That he likes younger people.
Anyway, so about a week ago, I decided to end it just because.
¿Y por qué?
Well, I mean, after that, she brought up that, well, I have an issue and we need to talk about it. I was just like, listen, every 2 weeks we were having some kind of issue, if that makes sense.
That does make sense.
1 week we're good. Next week I said something that offended her, or her friend said something, and like we need to talk about it and stuff like that. Like, so it was starting to get to a point where it was annoying because we weren't a thing, but at the same time, like it was just like,
Like she wanted you guys to be a thing.
oh, sorry. I was like getting kind of irritated. It was
Nasty.
supposed to be easy, I'm getting to know you. Why are you making this process so hard? So I chose to end it. Tell me why. Tell me why her friends have been putting a 2 cents in after this aftermath. This aftermath has been terrible. This is one of the
That's
worst
so
aftermaths of
annoying.
my life, dude.
That's so annoying. Like I don't know. Like I can't handle people. This is why I don't like.
And this is why I'm saying I mean, you shouldn't really be dating your coworkers, but I get it because you're surrounded by these people
But
20,
still though,
you're
like
surrounded by these people 8 hours, maybe up to 12 hours a day, 40 hours a week. So, it's kind of hard not to like find one of them attractive and have feelings for them. So, but at the same time, I'm like, they need to be at a certain level of maturity, so this does not happen.
girl,
I have been going through hell at work just because like everybody seems
do
to
you want
know
to quit?
everything. I don't want to quit. Hell
You don't
no,
want to quit?
I don't. I ain't giving nobody that satisfaction.
Amen.
I'm saying it right here, right now. I ain't nobody. I'm not
Did
giving
you
no.
hear that?
I don't care how hard it fucking gets.
Did
I
you hear
will
that, ma'am?
work my way through it. Why? Because so far I have been offended. I have been called out apparently for it. Guess what? I turned one cheek and I put the other one, just like how Jesus has said. You know,
You're scaring me
it's just like
with your
it's been terrible.
Jesus.
Like
Brother, you really are turning into a
for
saint.
example, like her birthday's coming up, so she's inviting everybody at work to her birthday party.
That's
I
a
don't
little
know
too
how that's
much.
gonna work when like some of us have to be there to run the store.
But what did happen?
So hold on, this is another side story. So after the whole breakup, I get obviously I get called every name under the sun. Like that's he's an asshole. Fuck him, fuck that. Obviously, she also somehow told everybody about her sex life, which
Ugh.
and all girls are gonna pull this game
Was your
that
dick that good or something?
that apparently it was not.
It
It was
wasn't.
lacking. Which
It was
say
lacking.
what you want, I know what I saw. Say what you want, I
Wow.
know what I saw.
That's disappointing.
And I'm a gentleman, so choose not to talk about it to anybody. Um, but anyways, so her birthday's coming up. She's inviting everybody at work. She happens to leave me an invitation in a box that says "Find your name" and like pick find your name.
Yeah.
Which I see my name, but I'm not gonna grab it. I don't like if you're gonna invite me, you're gonna invite me personally. Like you're gonna come
Yeah.
face to face
You're
and
gonna
be
be like,
like,
here you
"Here's
go.
my invitation. I hope you can make it." Obviously, that didn't happen until 3 days later. Um, whenever coworkers mentioned it, she's like, "Oh, did you get invited to so and so's birthday party?" And I was just like,
No.
I was like, "What birthday party?" They go, oh, so and so is having a birthday party, and like she invited everybody here, and I was like, oh, cool, that's good for her. And then she's like, oh yeah, here's your invitation. Like it's like the coworker was giving me the invitation,
Not her.
and I said, okay, thanks. So I put it back where it was. I left it there. The day passed, and then we worked. There was a shift that we happened to cross shifts together, and that's when, like, obviously after the whole day of being silent and kind of side eyeing me and like saying little things under her breath, I let that day slide, dude. I was just like, whatever, dude. Like, if you want to be petty about it,
Bye
go ahead.
bye.
Yeah. And then after I came back from my lunch, I bumped into one of her friends walking out of the building, and I was walking into the building. I was minding my business. I have nothing to hide. I'm not gonna be, all smiles. I'm not gonna be shying away. I'm not gonna put my head down. I walked confidently with my head up held high because I have done nothing wrong. And then her friend proceeded to text her as I was walking in that I have apparently have issues with her friends, which, and this is to state, I do not. Okay, your friends and you don't cross my mind ever.
This is like grilled tea right
It is
here.
because, and this is how I've been feeling lately. So I've stayed quiet this whole entire
You
time.
state your feelings, brother. You say it.
I've stayed quiet this whole entire time. Out of respect for her, out of respect for me, like I'm not gonna make the el ridículo. I'm not gonna make a fool out of myself. I'm like, no, let's sit back, chill, let things run its course. But now I'm getting really fed up. So like, this is me speaking out. I'm gonna say what it is. Anyways,
And they're a
so after I
fan.
come back from lunch, as I'm walking in, she says under her little breath, like, "Oh my gosh, I can't believe people have beef with my friends. Like, it's between me and you. You should keep it that way." Which I literally looked at her, and I like kind of went like rolled my eyes,
Jaw dropped right there.
and I was just like, I stayed quiet. I didn't say anything. I
As you
respectfully
should.
didn't say
As you
anything.
should.
I was just like, if you're gonna invent this story in your head, it's gonna stay in your head.
Yeah.
It's not gonna affect me.
Yeah.
Sorry. So, and then literally not even 2 minutes pass. 2 minutes pass, and she's like, "Here's my invitation for my birthday party." And I literally looked at her, and I grabbed it, and I said, "Thanks." And I put it on like this little ledge that we have there. So I put it there. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it to be rude or disrespectful, and I didn't mean to forget it. But I went for my last break. I come back, grab my
That's a
stuff. It
lie.
was time for literally like in like two
He's such
seconds.
a liar.
It was time for me to go. So I was like, so I grabbed my stuff and I got left. I wanted to leave that building. I
And you
wanted to be out
forgot
of
it.
there,
Yeah, you
and I
forgot it.
forgot it.
You forgot it.
I forgot it.
You forgot it.
I did. 100%. Sorry. And I come back the next morning, and there's a little note on the envelope that wasn't there before when I first received it.
And I have
The
proof.
little note literally said, "Sorry, my birthday party isn't manly enough for you."
Since you guys want to see receipts, and I know you guys will be asking for receipts and all of that, here's the
And
receipt.
like, this is the first thing I did. I literally Snapchatted him. I was like,
I love
"Look
that for you.
at this."
Here I have it.
Like,
I'm gonna pull it up right here. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit closer. Oh, here we are.
oh,
Oh, uh-huh.
oh.
Oh, here we are, close and personal. Hi guys. Ready to look. Oh my god. Let it focus. Oh, hello. Get out of the way. Is it not gonna
I.
focus?
Anyways, there's a picture. There you go. But
No, I want them to read it. They need to read it.
it's not gonna
They need to
focus.
read it.
Oh my god, leave it alone.
They need to read it.
It's not gonna focus.
Can you see it from back here, maybe?
If I move it all the way over here,
Yeah,
can,
maybe
can you see
like
it?
can you guys zoom in and be like
Pause this.
can you guys zoom in and
Screenshot
see?
this video, and then you can zoom in.
Sorry, my birthday party. Oh, there we go. You can kind of see it. Wow, we really working this technology
Yes.
right now, right
Anyways,
here.
so that was a lovely little note. I came in the next day too.
Don't you just love people and their
I
creative
mean, I was
ideas?
just like,
She has pretty handwriting though. Props to her that.
her penmanship is amazing.
Yes.
So I was just like,
And she did that with pen confidence.
and I was just like, okay,
She
great.
meant that because she didn't erase nothing. She wrote it.
Yeah. And I was just like, okay. I mean, it is what it is. I don't know what happened to it. I think somebody threw it away. I honestly, I don't have it. I didn't keep it. I just left it where it was at. No, I'm being for
You
real.
don't know what happened to it.
I don't. I really don't. Because I saw it there, I read it, and I kind of giggled a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Just like that.
I was just like, I was like, and then I left it back down. So, anyways, so, but I'm trying to stay mature about this. I'm trying
It's
to
okay to
stay.
be a little bit petty because I'm always petty. I love being petty.
I don't.
I love.
I believe in karma, and
I
karma comes in
love.
waves. So I'm trying to be super nice, and I'm trying to
Hey,
stay
but like
super neutral.
sometimes you have to be that person's karma by being petty yourself.
Uh I was thinking this the other day. I'm okay with being the villain in her story because clearly what her friends know is only her side, which by all means, if you want to paint me to be the bad guy, I'm okay with it. You just have to sometimes people need to understand it's okay to be the bad guy. It really is. If that's what people need to
I'm the
cope by
bad
them not
guy.
having them have by not you being in their lives, be the villain. Be the villain. Certain things only you and them know the true story, and the truth always comes out.
It
I'm
takes
100,
time, but
100.
it comes out.
It comes out one way or the other. It may take 5 years. It may take 5 minutes. Like it always comes out.
Or five
So be
seconds.
comfortable, really being the villain in somebody's story. Or even when somebody says, "Oh, they're this way." Well, honestly, I would believe them. I would say believe them because, but ask them what led me to act that way in their story
Yeah.
because they themselves don't. They can't. They're out without fault either.
Yeah. So you're telling me that there's people out there that talk shit without me knowing.
Yeah, clearly. There's maybe you rubbed them the wrong way,
Well, they can suck it. I could care
or
less.
maybe you offended them, but they did something to offend you. So obviously the way you are, you didn't stay quiet, and that kind of made them
But
feel a certain type of way. So they start saying shit about you.
this is the thing that our generation kind of slacks on. Like not just my generation, but like most generations, where it's just like if you're gonna clap at someone, be expected to be clapped back at.
But I'm also saying be on the right side.
Like be on the right side.
No, that is.
Like you know that problem I told you about the relay that we had the other
Hmm.
day, and like that kid. Yeah, he came up to me today. He was just like, "It's not because I tried; it's because I was injured." And like he said something under his breath. He's like, "That's the way the cookie crumbles." And I was just like, "And the cookie crumbled real good."
That's what you said.
That I was like, "The cookie crumbled real good." I was just like, "Girl, because look at you right now." I'm just like, "You're not doing the events that you don't want to be. Like you're doing events that you don't want
Oh,
to
they're
be
talking
in."
about the events.
Yeah,
Oh my
because
gosh.
I guess they had a conversation, and I was speaking facts. I was just like, if you know that you're mentally prepared to be running hard, you shouldn't be asking if you have to run hard that day, you know. And so I'm just like, okay. And I guess they had a conversation with the coach, and I guess like now he knows that he's not going to be in the relays no more because another guy has proven himself more
Yeah,
worthy.
obviously.
And like I'm just like, okay, that's the way the cookie crumbles, I guess. I'm just like, and look, I'm still here. I'm like, I worked hard, and everyone has worked hard. Yes, I respect that. But sometimes they're just like, you don't have they don't have the room to be talking crap. I'm like, why are you talking crap?
People just like to talk shit.
I know they love, but oh well, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
This is
If you know, you know.
I just like to I think it's funny that people think that we have the time to revolve around their little worlds.
No, I'm like, baby, I got
Like
things to
I
do.
don't care.
I have award programs to be going to.
I don't
I have the Grammys to be attending. I have the red carpet
we
here in
have
a
the YouTube
couple
awards to be
weeks.
going to.
And like it's just stressful.
Yeah.
I don't need people's opinions. I'm gonna dress the way I want to dress. I'm gonna look the way I want to look. And if you don't like it, look away. Look away while they take my cute picture because I look stunning. Oh my god, my
Which
ego's so big right now.
yeah, it is, but
But like that's the way
that kind
you.
of reminds me though me growing up in middle school, like middle school I was bullied a lot. Which
I
it
never
comes with the territory, I will admit, because
was it
um
always like the soccer
it was
players.
always the toxic Mexicans
Ew, and they're always the secretly fag
and their
ones.
secret and now that we're
Wait, I shouldn't be
older,
saying the gay ones, the LGBTQ plus community.
now that we're older, I've learned certain things about certain people, and I'm like, you made fun of me for that in middle school.
And look at
You
you
poke
now.
fun at me in middle school when I didn't even know my own sexuality. Like at that, like I was 12 years old. I'm sorry if you know what sex is at 12.
Honestly,
What kind of parents are you having? Because my parents, obviously, they're Mexican, so they didn't talk about anything at all ever. But at the same time, they didn't expose me to like all this crap that I was just being a kid. I was being a kid, being nice, trying to be nice, trying to have
well,
friends.
honestly,
I will admit my feminine side was a little bit
I don't know
outer.
how I don't know. Like I just knew that was gay. Like I knew. Like I don't know. Like I never got along with the guys.
I never got along with guys either, but at the same time, I still had
I mean,
crushes on girls.
I mean, like,
But then, like, you got little motherfuckers over here. You're like, oh, he's gay, and I'm like,
but like,
I didn't even know what I at first when I first heard that word, dude.
you're
I
like,
was
what
just
is
like,
that?
what is that? Yeah, literally, and yet,
I hated that word.
I got almost not I didn't get beat up, but I got made fun of at school, which that kind of like stagged my relation. Like this is why sometimes I think I'm so relationship wise, I'm not mature and I'm not like where a 25 usually is because
I feel like I'm a little bit more.
normal
I
people,
feel like I'm a little bit more mature,
relationship wise.
relationship
Yeah,
wise.
you are. I will admit. Um, because normal people had their teenage crush and their teenage dating. That's they went through all that teenage love stuff. I didn't get to go through that. Why? Because Mr. Pablo over here was running his fucking mouth.
Is that his name?
No,
Pablo, are you watching
Pablo.
this?
You know, or so and so, or Mr. Soccer player over there thinks, but now Mr. Soccer player secretly is out here taking loads like nothing else. So I'm just like,
Taking loads,
I'm like,
Mama. He was the he is the definition of gay.
So I'm
If
just
he's
like,
ass down, face up. I
I
mean,
was like, yes,
face down, ass up. Face ass down. Wait. I'm done. I'm done.
Anyways,
God doesn't want me to say
so
it.
that definitely
Pablo, you got lucky.
stunted me a little bit in
You're like,
middle school. I was just like, and when I had a crush on a girl, I mean, they would make fun of the girl because like, oh, the fag has a crush on you, which I like make that make sense.
you know what's so funny, brother? You know what's so funny? You got bullied for that, but like during like middle school and like elementary, I would date girls because I was just like I would try to figure myself out, you know. Like I
Like,
would be like, okay, whatever. Like I guess this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like be dating girls, and everyone thought I was just bi. No one asked, no one directly came up to me and be like, like in elementary they did it with, like there was like these two kids like that would always like kind of tease me about it, but I was just I didn't take it offensive. I was like,
well, I didn't take it offensive. Well, I mean, I did a little bit, but at the same time, the thing that sucks the most though was like that would happen at school, and I would come home, act like nothing ever happened.
oh,
I couldn't not tell your parents.
yeah.
I could not tell mom and dad that I'm getting made fun of because of this. So most of the time, I put up a front at home, trying to be like, "Oh, how was school? Oh, it went well. It went."
And at night you would
And at
cry.
night, I'll be like, What do I like? What like I." It gets to your head a lot. It really does, especially
Oh,
especially when you're growing up and you don't
you went through that.
you had no sense of self at that point.
Mhm.
I didn't know who the fuck I was and who I am.
Mhm.
Now I'm more than happy to be like, yeah, so what? Yes, and
Yes, and
yes, and yes, I like girl music. I don't care. Why would I be supporting dudes? I'd rather fangirl over a chick than a dude.
mhm. Mhm.
But that's me. Um, Ariana. I know all the gays out there love Ari. I love her too. She's helped me throughout so much.
Yeah.
And all this trauma I've processed because of her. So like
Mhm.
growing up, I did like I said, I'm more relationship wise. I'm stunted mentally because I didn't go through that whole teenage love, whole
Well,
teenage.
I'm glad you did it because, well, at the same time, you're like broken-ish, but at the same time, you're like you protected yourself
I did.
because like what I've gone through is just like so much that I wish I would
Sometimes it's
not go
funny though
through.
because I will sit here and like before we film and stuff, we live together, but we tell each other everything, and sometimes his like
The way that I
the
think,
way he read like is telling me the 25-year-old what to do in a relationship. I'm like, motherfucker, like how the fuck? He's like, I had my you said it. I with this last relationship I felt like I lived through 500 different lives,
I literally lived
which
through
I'm
a
like, that's
whole
crazy.
different
That
lives.
is so crazy. I didn't date in high school either. I mean, I did have my few crushes here and there, but they were secret crushes. Why? Because I was still traumatized from middle school that if I say something, so and so is gonna
Say
feel some
something.
type of way,
Yeah.
or like they're gonna make fun of her because
Ever.
oh the gay one likes her. And at that time, my generation, it was so brutal, so brutal. As you could tell, now that we're all older, and like everybody's done their own is doing their own thing. Obviously, little things come out into light. We're like, oh, well, he over here is dating a dude. Oh, she over here has became a lesbian, but has a kid. Stuff like that, which is normal. It's completely normal now. Like, to each their own lives. Like, but I felt like if I was to go back in time and talk to my middle school self, I would be like, just hold on, it gets better. Like it really does. You will be confident. Like you'll grow to be more confident. You will grow to be yourself. You get to fill your own shoes.
Now, honestly, if I would go back to like when did I meet this kid? Like the end of my middle school year, like was probably when I met him, and like all throughout till junior year. Right now, I would probably like leave his ass. He's not worth it.
You'd be like, leave him
Leave
right
now,
now.
like now.
Run.
And like obviously I'm stupid. I'm just like didn't. I was like it's love. We're gonna get married. Like we had those thoughts, because it was like a 4 year relationship.
Really?
Yeah, I at least I did. I was just like maybe like I marry this man, and like because he like you can see we grew up together. Like
Mm.
he was a trashy kid out in the streets. Mom was not involved. Dad was not involved. Like and like I basically had to like grow. I had to make him grow up and learn from good to bad. Like even though he was supposed to know that from elementary was good and bad, but he didn't know. You know, and like at the same time, just like maybe you met him for a reason. Maybe you stuck around for a reason. Like that's the excuse I kind of get myself. Like for all the for this trauma, but like it's like now I know what I want. I like if I see something, I'm just like no, I'm not gonna relive that. I want this, And if you're not gonna receive, if you're not gonna to reach my limit, then you're out. Like
Mhm.
you're out of my life, and I don't care like who I break, who I have to get through. You're out, like no matter
Again,
what.
you're comfortable being a villain in somebody's
And
story.
I'm just like, it's not gonna happen at all because I've gone through so much shit. Like I feel like I deserve that type of respect. That
Yeah,
I'm just like I
we
deserve more.
everybody does. Everybody deserves to be happy and find their own person. Uh,
I mean, but like honestly, if you would tell me if like in a heartbeat, I would look to go back.
At first, he's like, "No, I'm not going back." But
But
now
like
I'm like,
I would
if he
go
tells
back.
me, and
But
he's
like
changed, I can change him.
no, like no, it's just like I don't know. Like it was just there in the beginning how I felt. Like you're
It,
happy.
it's your first love,
You can
I
say it was
guess.
actually the true first love, and obviously you're never gonna forget that. But like, it's just like,
But there'll be plenty more and
and
many
there'll be
more.
they've been more, baby.
Ah,
I have a whole line to go through.
mm.
I'm like, nope, 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 nope. I'm like, maybe.
Yeah, no, like right now, like I said, I'm chilling. I'm just taking a step back, even though I'm not in a rush. I've never been in a rush to be dating. It's like I said, it all goes back down to like being picked on middle school, but at the same time, like I'm
I still
confident,
can't believe you were picked in middle school.
right? I
I'm
was,
like, you were picked in middle school, like,
I know,
like
but it's because the way I dressed. It wasn't faggy at all. Like it was just more like neat, button up ties kind of
I dressed
situation.
more faggy-er than you.
And I was just like, how is that bad? Like I
Oh,
mean,
I was gonna tell you, everyone, everyone throughout. So like, let's say like the 8th grade, no one knew my relationship with my significant, like my ex significant other. Ninth, 10th, like to that stage, like people were kind of started to find out, and like, they were like, "Oh, he's really gay. I thought he was bi." I was just like, they all the boys, all the cross country team thought that I was fake being gay so I could get closer to the girls and have those girl sleepovers. I was like, Mama. I was like, girl, you really thought I wanted to hang in the sleepovers, like,
I mean, I was friends with a lot of girls. All the girls were my friends at
and
the
like
time.
I'm just like, they really believe that I was like semi straight. I was like, That's kind of hard to believe.
I mean, I like to think that people started those type of rumors just to like kind of push me off to the side because hello, I'm attractive. Hell yeah, I'm pretty.
Not in your high school
I'm
nor middle school
pretty.
years.
Middle school I wasn't, but I definitely had
High school ain't either.
I had a slight glow up in high school.
Mm,
Yes, and now that I'm an adult,
mm.
where you at? Hello.
Right now that I'm at high school, I still haven't peaked. So and I look
Congratulations.
this hot.
Yeah. See,
Take a picture.
you
Take
have
a
a little.
picture.
Oh, the mood.
Take a picture.
You have a
Last longer.
little mouse face, but yeah,
A little mouse face, bitch.
little mouse face.
Ugh.
I say a little mouse face, but yep, that's how it is, and that's
And you know what? And if I have to be single for a while, I'll be single for a while. Like I don't care if that means like truly happiness and like obviously you're gonna have problems in a relationship, but like to have that maturity as a person, like as a significant other as well, to be mature, like that's the best thing I can ever ask for. You know what? If it takes probably like 20 years, I'll wait 20 years. I don't care. Like
same.
right now, I'm really comfortable being not like I'm not comfortable being by myself yet. I'm still haven't reached that level to be honest. Like I still kind of need someone like be like, oh hey, you know what? But like when it is just like I'm okay being single. Single, that's the word. I'm okay being single for a while.
Yeah, me too. Like I think I reached this point where, I mean, I'm okay if I find somebody. I'm okay if I don't find anybody. So like I was saying, so I'm okay with being single for a while.
Yeah.
It's gonna be what it is. You know, no, I'm not on a clock. I'm not on a watch. It is what it is. And yeah, I mean that's what I'm currently going through, and
Do you feel sad?
I'm a little sad that just the fact that it didn't work out
Mm-hmm.
because I did think it was gonna last a little bit longer, but like I said, the issues could not have been ignored. Like they really couldn't. It was just like it was. I mean, if maybe I expected too much out of her, maybe
But
that's
you
what
also have
she.
to remember she was young.
But again, she was young and level of maturity that I was looking for wasn't there.
But also like say going back to my situationship, like he was the older one and like
He lacked the
he
maturity.
lacked the maturity. That's why I was just like, no,
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
thank you.
it
And if
does.
you're watching this, no, thank you.
He already said no thank you. Sorry, man. Sorry.
No, thank you.
So, and like, if you're watching this, if she's watching this, which I highly doubt it, um, I genuinely mean all this stuff out of respect.
Yeah.
Just like I
Not hey, she it's only fair. Let's be petty. It's only fair. She was able to talk to her friends. Now it's our turn to talk to our friends. It might be a little bit more public
it might
than
be.
usual than probably like the five the
Mhm.
crew members. But now that we have a good subscription going on, the people have to know.
Yeah,
The people have to know. And if you get offended, the people have to
the
know.
people have to
It's
know.
for the pod. We sacrificed you for the pod.
It's for the brotherly advice.
And soporta because if not, you can always unsubscribe.
True,
You can
and
always.
watch. You don't have to watch.
Mm-mm. I'm definitely gonna be tagging her when I post these little snippets. Y'all better watch
Be like
out.
at question mark at question mark. No, it's just no. I mean it out of respect.
I'm just
I,
playing. We all
I'm
love and we all respect you.
yeah. I'm coming from a place that I want to communicate, but obviously, like now is not the time she wants to listen, which is completely fine. Like I will take responsibility. I will
Yeah,
take
you'll be the villain of the story.
the villain. I will, like I said, I'll be the villain. It's okay. I've learned to be comfortable with it because it was gonna end one way or the other. You know, like she was gonna break up with me, or I mean, I just out of
When
respect
I break up.
for both of us, I chose to end that. Like I literally said, "Hey, let's just be friends." Like I genuinely just want to be friends. Like
Mm-hmm.
if I was in her shoes, and if she really truly had like genuine feelings for me, I would rather take the friendship over anything else. You know, I
Yeah,
would rather keep the friendship
but
intact
like
and
no,
knowing the fact that
no.
maybe in the future maybe it didn't
That's
happen now, but maybe in the future something could blossom, something can grow,
that's
and like
that's so toxic because that's what he said too. And like
how is that toxic?
because like we when I had my ex and like we came like it was always hot and cold, But last time it was just like he was like, I really want to see you, right? And then you know, he saw me pretty good. And well, and then like that same day, he was just like, I just don't want to be with I just want to be friends. I was just like, no, I don't want to be friends. I don't want because it's gonna hurt me more than it's gonna hurt you. Because I know you how you are. I've been with, like these 4 years. I know you
See,
like
yeah,
this.
but the difference between me, your situation, and my situation is that you've known him for a lot longer than I have. So you guys have gone through a lot more than what I have gone through with this person.
But like
So right
I
now,
still feel like I still feel like being friend like if you truly love someone, I prefer not being friends because at the end of the day, it's gonna hurt. It's gonna if it doesn't hurt you a T, it's gonna hurt
at
her.
T.
It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt her more to her. You know, does that make sense? Because like like always, they move on quickly and rebound. I guess he needs a rebound. Um, it still stings. It stings, you know. Like, and obviously, I'm not a mature person. I'm just like I need to self heal. I need like my time to in my space to heal. So I'm not gonna move quickly into a relationship. No, like I'm not. And I knew he's gonna quickly go into a relationship. Like, and I don't want to see that. If I'm following you, like no. And also like I want to give that space, like because like his new boyfriend does not deserve me being in their life anymore because he's like who is this and then he's like oh he was my ex and like why are you being friends with your ex, you know, like that's kind of like ugh, you know. And the same thing with her, like she be like someone new comes into her life, who's
But
this, and he was like oh he was so and so, and like obviously everyone knows everything and like all her friends are going to inform him, and he's like why are you still friends with him, why are you still following him, why are you still talking to him, you know, like it just creates more problems that you just don't need.
I mean, if you, yeah, I guess if you want to see it that way, I personally, I have nobody else
I
that can put
prefer
in. I don't let people put in their 2 cents.
like I prefer like just being like nothing again. Like start like
Strangers.
just be strangers. And if life is meant for you two to come back together, it's gonna happen one way or another. The universe is gonna bring you back. It might be really strange. It might be really like by tomorrow. It might be soon. It might be like here in 30 years. Who knows? You being divorced or something. You
with
know, like
with 3 kids.
and it could bring you guys back together at the end of the day. You know. So if it's meant to be, it's meant to be.
True. Right. Good words, brother. Good
Amen.
words.
Thank you, Virgencita.
The inspiration right here, right here and there.
Uh huh.
Anyways, but just to quickly summarize this long episode, and it was great first episode of season 2.
Everyone's probably asleep by
Many
now.
more to come. You know, if you already clicked off, okay, bye.
Oh
But if you
well.
haven't, thank you for sticking around.
Yes, yeah.
You know, we keep getting all these comments of like, "Oh, when is season 2 dropping? And when are
Like
people coming back?"
today.
Today was kind of crazy.
Uh
And I wonder how you felt. Did you feel bubbles?
no, I didn't feel bad. I was just like, is this really happening? I was like, is this really happening to me
Yeah,
right now?
a couple of days ago at Starbucks too. They were like, "Oh, I've seen your podcast," and I was like, "You did?"
It kind of scares me. I was just like, they know me.
Like
I'm like, they truly know. They know my colors. They know how I am.
they see
I'm
me.
like, I can't be fake. 'Cause if I'm fake, they'll be
Now
like,
I gotta be nice.
yes. And I'm like, fuck. I know I have to talk to
If
people.
not, I get
Hey,
sued.
but no, it's okay. If you guys see me out in the streets, just don't be shy
Yeah,
to
don't be
wave.
shy to say hi to us.
Even though I might be like,
My face says bitch face, but I'll be nice. Trust me. Just come up to me and say hi. But again, we really, really appreciate you guys watching these videos
we really do.
and encouraging us
A
to
whole
keep going like
hour.
this. I know it's a whole hour, especially with
Ugh.
TikTok's short attention span.
Mm-hmm.
But even if you play us in the background, you know we appreciate
I'm
it.
like, yeah, imagine.
And the mics go mute. Look around, everybody on mute. Anyways, but thanks again. Um,
I really appreciate you
you
guys.
know,
From the bottom of my heart, thank you.
yes,
Thank
thank you so
you.
much.
Thank you, thank you.
But catch us again next week. You know, every from here until maybe a couple more episodes. Every week, every Friday.
Should we be like the Kardashians, be like 10 episodes per season?
We'll see. We have to run that up the management flagpole.
Okay. Manager.
Manager. Momager.
Mama
Where's our
Jer.
momager?
No, she ain't no Mama Jer. She doesn't like stop saying that.
But anyways, thanks again. We'll catch you next week. You know, same time, same place. Don't
With this new
forget
set
with this new set. Hope you guys like it.
that was falling
We will
apart.
add a little more things here and there.
Just
So
tell us what we should add.
yeah, give us some ideas.
Please, por favor.
We we got a
We need some
small
ideas.
budget. Small budget.
Sometimes it's small, depending on the day. Depending on if we got payday.
Yeah, exactly. If we got paid, depends. But don't forget to
Alright.
like, subscribe, please share.
Send this to your abuelita. Send this to your
Send this to
mama.
your
Send this to
tias,
your
to
tias, your
sobrinas, to
cousins.
nietas, to anybody that needs some relationship advice or likes to like just laugh at our situations
Or our brotherly advice.
Yeah, or
since this is brotherly advice.
or somebody who needs a brother.
Yes.
Anybody who needs an
An
older brother.
brother.
We're happy to be
We
here for
got
you
you.
guys.
All right.
We're gonna keep sharing our stories as long as you guys like them and as long as you guys keep coming back.
Okay, shut up. This is a long exit. Like, pick it up.
Sorry, I'm
Wrap
just
it
so.
up. Wrap it
Listen. I'm so inspired.
Linda,
right now.
wrap it up.
I'm so inspired.
Wrap it up.
Anyways, thanks again, guys. We'll see you later.